In the spring of 2007, we figured out that Cotting was the place for her, and we were struck by the holistic approach that Cotting takes to a child's education. The therapies and specific tools are incorporated into every aspect of Alexi's day, and to me, more importantly, is a holistic view that they have that the educational experience doesn't start and end with the bells in the school system, in the school, but it's people who are committed to the social development all day, beyond when the classes end, etc. And you know, that's treated as an equally important aspect of her growth. Every person I meet at Cotting, I'm amazed that this isn't an occupation, it's a vocation. There's no way that they can be looking at this as the best way for them to make a living. They look at it as the best way for them to make an impact on their community. She started in a lower school that was really optimized for her transition into Cotting and getting her comfortable with the environment and starting her learning process. This year she moved into a new class. The expectations are higher, and there's stretch goals for her every day. And I am thrilled that they don't just look at it as, let's get her in and keep her busy. There are goals, and they hold her accountable to achieving her goals. When I talk about the holistic approach, the after-school activities at Cotting are beyond compare. She does cooking and crafts and athletics after school. That's with volunteers from the school. And that's transformational for her. For her to be able to come home with a cooking activity that she completed, to share it with her brother and sister. She's proud of that. It gives her brother and sister something to talk to her about that is in context, that is important to her. It changes our life that the people are committed to go do that. Circle of Friends is a monthly thing that they do that, for lack of a better term, is the Cotting team allowing kids to be kids. On a monthly basis, they either go to the mall, go bowling, go to the movies. They do something that just let kids be kids. No parents. And it may sound like fun, but it's the foundation for independence. It's what's going to let her become a thriving part of our community. Lastly, basketball is an integral part of Cotting. They have the cheerleading, they've got great fan support, and this year it's going to move on to a brand new surface that was built outside the fields for their outdoor field. And I look at that as the true definition of the Cotting way. When the school was faced with a field that wasn't going to let every student participate, the choices were have outdoor activities that everyone can participate in or don't have the activities. Well, Cotting redefined the rules. They worked with, they donated their time, got volunteers from the town, worked with the town of Lexington to move a wetlands, put in a brand new surface, and now every kid gets to participate in these outdoor activities. So now I'm very confident that baseball and soccer is going to take the same place that basketball has for so long. I look at that and say, that is No Child Left Behind working for real at the Cotting School. And I think about that and say, never before has Mark Twain's "never let schooling get in the way of education" ring more true. These people are committed that it's not just the schooling, it's holistic education. And that comes from, as I said, individuals that are passionate about the cause. I spoke briefly about the PAC. I'm sure I'm running up a bit against my 10 minutes, but as a community, the parents are deeply involved. Everyone contributes in any way they can. At my very first PAC meeting, a book was handed out around the table that was called How to Have a Tough Discussion. Cotting understands that not every decision goes your way. Everyone has to be heard. There's a way to do it, and how we can bridge the differences of opinions and still have constructive dialogues. It's an amazing experience to be part of the Cotting PAC. We also understand it comes at a cost, and I know that's why many of you are here today, is to figure out how this happens. From a PAC perspective, I know that in the community of Cotting, almost everyone contributes to the annual fund, and people are very active in figuring out other ways to fund things. I'm personally active in the Andover Public Schools Revenue Committee. There's a team of us that are passionate about figuring out how new revenue streams can be tapped within the school system or within the town to free up money to continue to deliver differentiated education. I personally, and I know the folks at Cotting understand that everything comes at a cost, and I hope that my time here helps convey how important it is to continue to provide kids an opportunity to exceed their expectations, to redefine what's their limit, and become a contributing member of society. I know that Cotting maximizes the potential of every single student that goes there. Alexi's chances are dramatically better that she will become a contributing member of our community because of her participation at Cotting, and that I hope that the decisions made by Cotting and the town and the legislative body will continue to allow Cotting to to make a huge difference in the lives of so many kids. So I appreciate the time. I'm really glad you guys let me come up and speak, and I'll be back up for questions, I guess, in a few minutes.